Defending capitalism is a form of anti-intellectualism, meaning it's stupid, because it is a failed system that has shown us that it cannot meet the needs of humanity because it is the architect of humanity's destruction. It doesn't value the sacred, whether that's human lives or the ecosystem. It believes that everything can be commodified, bought and sold on a marketplace. Okay, so if it can be accessed and controlled and sold, then by capitalism's logic, it should be and will be. And by design, inequality and discrimination is intrinsic to the functioning of capitalism. Okay, there is no capitalism without the subordination of the working classes, and there is no capitalism without the exploitation of the global south. You see, capitalism likes to cosplay as some superior economic ideology that's rooted in liberty and innovation, when really it's just the story of colonizers coming from empty fields and barren lands to the shores of the global south to take by force their natural resources to fuel their own escapades. Okay, because there was nothing at home. Okay, so before capitalism, people basically made what they needed for subsistence, for survival. Then capitalism came along and said, land, labor, you lot are commodities. We're going to seek profit by any means necessary, right? The accumulation of wealth for the sake of wealth. And to do so, they used guns and manipulation tactics, erased people, enslaved people, took people's land. And besides being inhumane, slavery is the maddest concept because it gives you free labor. So of course, profits will remain high. Over time, this grew into the global capitalist order, where native communities, right, were organized to serve purely the interest of empire. And yes, they like to position the 1960s as a decolonial era, but really and truly, it was the evolution of colonialism. Colonialism rebranded, because in the 70s and 80s, enter the IMF and the World Bank. They introduced economic policies known as structural adjustment programs that basically threatened newly independent states in the global south to open up their economies so empire and, the Western states can have full access to their resources or risk being destabilized and forever indebted. And here we are living in the North, where our overconsumption is seen as a sign of wealth, when really it's a market-approved, state-sanctioned assault on the global South, who are often underpaid, if paid at all, underprotected and exploited. So labor remains cheap and we can live in excess. So I really do mean it when I say defending capitalism in 2025 is a form of anti-intellectualism.